What's going on, guys? Welcome, Rabid here, and things are kind of changing over at the old Rabid mining farm. So I know you guys all know me as being a pretty big CPU miner, mostly due to the fact that that's all that has been really profitable over the past 3 years since Ethereum did move the proof of stake. But lately, I've had pretty much all of my GPUs on. I have a little over 20 GPUs I got rocking right now, and it feels good to finally be GPU mining again. So I did finally hit my goal. I've been mining away on the CPUs over there and all of those guys hanging out over there and so on. And I hit my goal of 1 million Spectres. So that's pretty sweet here. I got my bag ready to roll for that, and hopefully it pumps sometime next year. But for now, I actually shut off all of my CPU mining rigs. They're off right now. I'm still going to be looking to see what's profitable and stuff right now, but in the meantime, everything's just, well, there is profitability there, but it's just not enough to really keep running everything to make it worthwhile. So I shut them off for now, and then I'll do a deep dive and see what should I mine on my CPU. So everything is off on the CPU mining farm. All 10 of those 7950Xs and 7950X3Ds. In theory, I could keep them on because actually profit's decent, but I'm just saving as much power, and maybe I'll do some fixing and cleaning and stuff for now. But every single CPU mining rig is currently turned off, and I am okay with that because I always talk about it. It doesn't matter what I mine with. I don't really care. Yeah, the past 3 years I have been working on building up my CPU mining farm because that's where the profits have been, and they've been mining steady flat out for the previous 3 years. So it's okay. They got the use out of them, and I will turn them on eventually here again when I find some nice pumping coins and stuff. But for now, they're off, and I have all of my GPUs rocking. So I got my GPUs rolling in here as well now. So I got this Octa miner going. I got quite a bit of power to play with now. See, now the CPUs are off. As we look over here, I'm only rocking about 845 watts, and I can go upwards to about 5,700. So I got lots of room to expand there while they're off. And then coming in over here, I still have the L9 online. I am going to be sending that to hosting here pretty soon to metered mining. And with those off and just this rig running, I'm currently sitting around that 4,700 range, so 4,768 watts or so. But once I send that ASIC away, that's going to be about 3,300 watts right there. That is going to be freed up as well. So I have room to start expanding my GPU mining farm a bit more. So my ultimate goal for me, I've always been talking for years now. I'm not quite there. I'm only at around 700 to 800 kilohash on CPUs on RandomX. My goal is to hit 1 mega hash on RandomX worth of hash rate here, and I got a bunch of power. I can do that based on all my numbers between the 230 amps here. But my other goal has always been having the hardware to turn anything on. So I also want to build up my farm. So example, like kind of where we are right now, where CPUs, depending on them, remember 7000 series is still looking pretty decent though in profitability, but GPUs currently are more profitable than all these 3900Xs, 3950s, 5950Xs, you know, all the 3,000 and 5,000 older CPUs, you know, they're barely over breaking even based on my power price of around 11 to 12 cents here, and GPUs are way above that. So I want to have the ability to be able to turn on, you know, maybe 50 to 60 GPUs, if that, depending on my power and how much I can get on, but I want the farm, depending on coins that pop and what's profitable and stuff, to be able to fire up a crap ton of GPUs. Or, you know, if that dies again, which I think it will, moving into the future, I do think these GPUs are going to run into a really rough time, especially as ASICs do hit a Leo, and then we're going to be back to all that hash rate. It's going to be looking for another place to go, and nothing else is really that profitable, and that's when we'll probably dive back into the CPUs and stuff again, and vice versa, back and forth. But the point for me is diversity. That way I can mine on GPUs, I can mine on CPUs, you know, I can mine on ASICs, obviously I have been for quite some time, but anything that's profitable, I can turn on and I can frickin' mine it. And that's my ultimate goal, is versatility, being able to turn on whatever types of hardware and always remain profitable. So it is kind of sad here to have my CPUs off, obviously, especially Rig 5, who is still hiding out in the background there and not really getting the attention that he used to get. He used to be up front and center, throwing Bitcoins at us, doing all sorts of cool stuff, but now he's just hanging out in the background. and he's actually lights out, so that kind of sucks for him. But you know what? I might be selling my 3 and 5000 series here. If you guys are looking for some CPU rigs, I'm debating on Reddit to get rid of those or not, because I do want to upgrade everything to 7000 series. They are the most efficient, they are the best CPUs to have, and I always like to run, you know, the best equipment. That way, you know, you can always turn something on. Everything is usually profitable on the most efficient equipment here. And that's the same thing for GPUs. I feel these 3000 series and stuff that I have in here, eventually they're not going to be that good. It doesn't matter what a lot of these coins are going to hit. If you cannot compete based on your power price and efficiencies, it's still no point. There's no point buying a $100 or $200 GPU if you're negative 5 cents and 10 cents and 20 cents all the time. I would rather spend, you know, $1,000, $1,500 on a GPU as long as it's making, you know, 50 cents to $1 after power and stuff. So you're going to stay negative for the next 3 years of the next bear market, or do you want to mine in the profit for the next 3 years? And that's why I'm also looking into building out some 5090 rigs. So those are going to be absolute beast mode. I've been pricing things out, power supplies, things with at least 3 or 4 of those 12 HP or HW, whatever they are called, power plugs that the new NVIDIA cards do need, as well as like 12 to 1600 watts and things like that. But yeah, so I'm definitely pricing out things for 5090 builds, and I'm doing all sorts of stuff here, but I'm trying to get ready for the next bear market. Even though we're not in a full bull or altcoin season, that's going to happen. It's going to happen next year. Cycle says so, so just be ready for it. But I am trying to prepare for the next bear market. That's when we get all our yields. That is when we make the majority of our coins, and then we get ready and sell that in the bull runs and altcoin seasons. Just because things are looking good in the bull run and altcoin season, it's not going to last very long at all. Ethereum, guys, is gone. It's not coming back, never will, and we're not going to see a full year of solid profits. We're going to see a coin pump, a coin die, a coin pump, and a coin die. So you got to have your bags ready for that time frame, because when all the hash rate hits it, the yields die, and you're not really going to be making that much anyway if you're only buying stuff in the peak of these runs here. So that's what I got going on right now. CPU rigs are currently turned off. GPU rigs are running all flat out, and everything is looking pretty nice. We're mining in some nice profits. It's nice to see GPUs having profitability again, but I'm still always looking forward into the future of what type of hardware I need to run. I do have a CMP 100 210 card coming, so I'm going to be testing that out. I am really curious how those cards do perform at the wall power and so on, especially on coins like a Leo and stuff. But again, remember guys, a Leo ASICs are coming, so the GPU profitability will be dropping very, very fast once them ASICs hit, because you'll be looking for new coins all over again, and there aren't really any other coins out there that has this type of profitability. So let me know your thoughts and opinion, guys, on my situation, what I'm doing, and how I am looking at the future in terms of efficiency on hardware, trying to diverse my farm into everything as much as I possibly can, because I absolutely love crypto mining. No, I don't go out and buy the coin. No, I don't care if something says it's a 2-year ROI. Have faith in the cycles, get them high yields, and you'll make out good in the end. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.